Welcome to Crescent City with your hosts Natalie Jean and Jackie Zabrowski. I'm worried that somebody would see the two of us and would think that maybe somebody paid to watch us go at it in a room somewhere. I just feel like we're both really giving, I don't know, creatures that like to fuck in the night or in the day.
Are you saying because Syrinx has beautiful breasts that they're sexualized?
Yeah, I like that in your Syrinx costume. I don't know if everybody heard that in your Syrinx costume. I love that your tits are hanging out. I think it's good. I think it gives like a level to Syrinx that we didn't have before. Like, where does the milk shoot out? If it does. And now we know. And I want to say I appreciate you.
Thank you. I cannot breathe inside of this. I'm sure it sounds really good.
I'm sure it's great for a podcast to have a mask on.
Yeah.
But I think you should probably take it off.
Are you sure?
I know. I am sure.
You.
I know.
I
will say, as someone that has been forced to wear that dog costume multiple times, I'm glad that you're not wearing the body of it. And but I will say the inside of that mask has seen better days, Natalie.
Okay, now I'm taking it
You
off.
might
Gross.
want to take the mask
Ew.
off. In fact, I saw you come in with it on. I was like, oh, girl.
Ugh.
Oh, your face. You're going to need to really wash up afterwards.
Guess what? Second dog face.
Second dog face. Ew. Don't ever peel back a dog's face, though, to see if there's a second dog face underneath. I'm pretty sure there's not. Oh, I guess there is. I guess it just depends on, like, would you look at the peeled skull of a dog
what is
and
wrong
be like,
with you?
that's a full dog.
Get out of here. What kind of day are you having?
Look at me. I'm a character that doesn't even show up in this chapter, Natalie. I'm all over the place.
I mean, you've been introduced.
I have been lightly introduced, but you don't even know what I look like according to this chapter. But you know
we could
what?
just say that you are using your imagination.
It is the beauty of Natalie and I choosing to never tell each other what we're gonna be dressed up as. You know, I think it really is just who knows what's gonna happen. And it keeps it fun, it keeps it light.
We just like to have fun here. That's why we have an office dog costume.
Yeah,
because
that we all share. Well, it's a nice dog costume.
It's very expensive.
I mean, yeah, the mouth moves on it and everything. That's not your run-of-the-mill dog costume.
Yeah, and you did make me just realize there's so many people's spit is inside of that.
I think it might just be mine and Marcus's spit, but
nah, there's no way.
I don't know. I think that costume might be reserved for the two of us.
I'm pretty sure Marcus has worn it for something.
No, I said Marcus. Me and Marcus.
Oh, maybe. Well, I'm thinking Ed. Maybe Ed wore it.
Ed can't fit in that. You think he can fit his dome in that mask? He can't. It's a small. It's not the mask made for most men's heads.
Wow, that's saying a lot about Marcus.
You got a little head. Marcus got a little head. Marcus got a little head.
Oh,
Surprised you're not
shit.
called Marcus. Oh, my head's so small. Parks.
Wow, got him.
Yeah. I used to be a bully. Do you never fucking... Yeah, baby. I'm fucking showing off my juice right now.
I used to be bullied.
I know. I was also bullied.
I know you were.
And oftentimes the bullied becomes the bully.
It's true. No, I wasn't.
I would like this fit and this wig really, I feel like it's given Fifth Element. Like I just feel like
you look like Starman a little bit. I meant more like
David Bowie.
David Bowie.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'd rather that. So great. This is great for me. I don't think that I am that kind of Starman. I don't know if someone watched me come out of a UFO that they would burst into like, oh, that's a Starman coming off the ship. And I don't
think if you were coming off a spaceship in the outfit, it would be in pornography.
Yeah. And go get these snakes off of this plane. And then people will be like, it's a spaceship. Are the snakes the aliens? I think that a lot of people are going to have a lot of questions.
They're going to say, maybe stop talking.
More
stop
shaking. Dancing. Yeah, shake them for me,
Jackie,
baby.
I don't want to do this to you, but
shake them for... You want me to shake them?
No,
You want me to shake them?
I don't know if I should even say what I was just thinking.
Say it. Now you know you
I think
want
it'll make you sad.
Ooh, that's kind of fun.
Your father's voice just came out of you.
Ooh, uh-oh. He lives within my mouth.
Oh, like The Shining.
Yes, exactly. Now my father is the little man that lives inside of my mouth, and I'm like, Henry, shut up. Henry, shut up. Oh, if I had a little Henry living in my mouth,
Ew.
I'd be so annoyed.
Ew.
He'd be like, have another cigarette. I'm like, don't.
Yeah, he would definitely be encouraging you to start
smoke
smoking again.
cigarettes. Oh, yeah.
The beginning of chapter 20, Therian is mulling over everything that has happened at Bryce's in the most masculine way possible. He is tinkering with a vehicle. So,
whoa. Okay, Bruce. Yes.
Bruce.
Bruce Springsteen is always fixing cars.
God.
Natalie, everybody knows that Bruce
Didn't
Springsteen
you
is always
bring up
fixing cars.
Bruce Springsteen last
Yeah,
episode?
and you hate Bruce Springsteen.
I don't hate him. I actually don't hate him at all. I just don't have an affinity for him. And that's illegal in this family, apparently.
It's illegal in this family.
I think I already said this. I think he stands up for people and I like his politics.
Yes, and I like watching him when he's playing the guitar and he jumps from the stage on top of a piano.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro.
Does he do flips?
No, he's no Benson Boone, but and
Ex-Mormon.
everybody's always saying that about Bruce Springsteen. I mean, he's no Benson Boone, but he's got a couple ditties out there.
Yeah, Benson Boone famous for his great songs.
Yeah.
Not for flipping. Ex-Mormon.
And looking bad in jumpsuits. Man, they really rip him apart. But anyway.
I know, it's kind of mean. I do like he does flips. I think that's cool.
Is it enough to pretend like you're Freddie Mercury? Not quite sure. But he keeps doing it.
He does. And with that, we keep doing this.
Yeah. I mean, look at us. We get the opportunity to dress as two interesting sex symbols to some.
Wow. Okay, flatterer.
Yeah. I mean, you got them titties out, baby.
I bet you're somebody's fetish.
Yeah, of course. You think I am?
I need to put that on a card that you can give to people.
Yeah, I bet I'm somebody's fetish. What, you hand out the card, I bet I'm somebody's fetish?
No, don't worry, Uggo.
Come on.
I'm sure you're somebody's fetish.
I bet you're somebody's fetish.
You
Because not me, though.
You may be repulsive to most.
Yeah.
But you're somebody's fetish.
But I've got really low boundaries.
My self-esteem is in the toilet.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of 20, we are now with Therian. We have just left Rune and Cormac and Rebecca Lita, of course, at the pool hall.
Oh, I miss her.
I know, I do too.
Hope she's doing well out there.
She's thriving right now. Oh
Good.
my God, she's thriving. So so we all left that behind, and now we're at this new chapter with Therian. He is just basically processing everything that's happened. He also has gained a bunch of, all these people are still cycling through the huge amount of information that we've all received. At least all the characters are also doing that. So as we have to remember it, they're like, oh my God, so many plot points in my life.
It's a lot.
So he is tinkering on his vehicle, I guess like Bruce Springsteen. It's not a car, it's a wave skimmer because he's a merman. Yeah. He's being morose about being called Captain whatever by Ethan. He's really taking this to heart.
These boys, oh my God, taking everything personally.
Really. But he is actually still hoping that Ethan will take him up on his offer to assist him because of his good sniffer.
The door to the dry dock room whooshed open, ushering in a scent of bubbling streams and water lilies. Therian kept his attention on the engine, the wrench clenched in his hand.
Uh-oh, Therian, it's the consequences of your own actions.
Uh-oh, who's coming to visit? Is it somebody I want to kiss?
He did want to kiss her very badly, enough that he ruined his whole life.
Yeah, he did.
The queen's daughter appears.
Damn. I can't imagine being so hot that somebody would ruin their life for you, you know?
It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Proud of her. And she's described as wearing a pale blue gown, river pearls, and shards of abalone. Abalone?
Yeah.
In her hair. With bare feet. She has warm brown skin and thick curls cascading down her back. But we also know she's an elemental, part partly an elemental, and Therian notes how she floats instead of walks and is, quote, part woman, part river.
My problem is that, like, I want to think that's so sexy, but it kind of gives Ghost of Christmas Past and Muppet Christmas Carol.
Well, you're just always thinking about Muppet Christmas Carol.
Obviously.
I think that's the first problem.
Mm.
You put things through the lens of Muppet Christmas Carol first and then work backwards.
Doesn't everybody do that?
They should.
You're
Jim
right.
Henson was a visionary.
It is the British way.
British way?
Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, is not everybody thinking about Muppet Christmas Carol in September?
It's, you got to think about something nice. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So
Just live in No Cheeses for us Mises. It's better there.
Therian is trying to think about it too, because he is now having to deal with his after post-nut clarity for the next 10 years, which he's done.
Sucks.
And the River Queen's daughter has arrived. He's alarmed to find out she has actually appeared in this underwater dry dock where he's working to proposition him, which is not something that they have done in a long time. But she seems to be trying to make moves, like trying to connect with him. He had assumed she had moved on to other lovers, actually, and was just, you know, because of her mother being, she's agreeing to this. He knows she's likes him, but he just assumed she wasn't that interested in him. But it seems that she is actually. So now she's like, hey, you know, why don't you come over to my shell later? I don't know where they live. And he's like, what do I do? And so he has to try to politely brush it off as being, oh, well, he's actually too busy by her own mother, and kind of like putting it on the mom, which is like, I get it. But she's not really buying it either, because he's just tinkering on a wave skimmer. It doesn't seem like he has a lot of busy stuff right now.
No, I'm really busy. You gotta go. No, babe. Look at how busy I am. I gotta tinker.
That would just be so embarrassing if you were like dating somebody and they were like, I can't have sex with you because I'm
busy.
This microphone is like loose.
Oh yeah. See that? Yeah. No, it needs. I gotta oil it. I gotta go. I can
feel the embarrassment in my gut if that happening.
Very much so. But I guess, would you feel that way if you were the River Queen's daughter? You know, it's like, is it also like a bitch, when I say I want to meet you at my fucking shell, you're going to meet me at my shell?
But I don't know. I think she is very insecure.
Of course
that's what
she
she
is.
reads as. We don't ever even learn her name. I think that's how she is seen. She is the daughter of the River Queen. That is her entire personality. And
it
she
can't
knows
be
that.
Natalie.
And she knows it. She feels it. She has low self-esteem because of it. And she really wants Therian to, you know, be her boyfriend. And that's what happens when you make promises in order to have your erection milked, I guess.
Yeah, that's what you get, milk boy.
So, so he's like, yeah, I can't baby right now. She questions him, accusing him of avoiding her by being above the water so much. So he tells her a little bit about what he's been doing up there and who he's been talking to, not the details.
Baby, I'm busy, baby.
Yeah, he's like, I can't. Oh, God, it's so much.
Oh, so many things to do. Ooh.
And she's like, you're not wearing a watch. Why are you looking at your wrist? And he's like, oh, it's
like a mare thing.
Yeah,
and she's like, I would know. What are you talking about?
He's like, I'll explain it later. And then throws sand in her face.
Yeah, he just starts running. It's like, whoa.
Jesus, dude, relax.
And he just kept running.
Uh-oh, Forrest is making an appearance today, huh?
No. I shouldn't.
No. So he's telling her a little about what he's doing up there for his work. And then she gets suspicious when he mentions Bryce. So he casually throws it into the conversation that, oh, did you know that her and Hunt are dating now? Isn't that so great?
Yeah.
Because she's sort of like, oh, you were seeing that Bryce again? And he does like her panties, and so she should be a little bit jealous.
Yeah, but like Therian loves all panties. He's down, man.
She should try throwing panties at him.
But also, it's got to be so frustrating because she knows he loves all panties, and then the fact that she's like, "Meet me at my shell," and he's like, "Ugh."
I know, that's like, you're horny as hell. That really hurts me.
Fuck me, bro.
Yeah. So
you're supposed to at this point. Like at this point,
10 years.
You know?
Yikes. So he like throws in, oh, well, they're dating. And then he even decides to try to placate her by saying that he would like to introduce the two of them. You would love Bryce. And then he has to explain what a double date is to her, which is like, ugh. I know she's not a kid, but it's like, ooh, it feels like she's an infant.
Yeah, and then he's like grooming, even though he's not grooming at all.
But she's very sheltered. She's been
sheltered.
Whoa, she's literally been in a shell, closed clamshell. Can't leave it a lot, I think. So she doesn't know like basic things. And so it's also very awkward and weird. And it's just, it's not Therian's thing, but he made his choices. And he's got to live with those consequences.
Lay in that wet bed of yours, bitch.
Lay in that wet ass bed. And so he, says, I'm going to take you up to the Earth's surface and we're going to go on a double date after he explains what that is.
Fucking Ariel at me, you bitch.
And it's also, I think, this conversation is for us to understand how sheltered the River Queen's daughter is.
Right.
To
also understand, like, why doesn't he? Like, why wouldn't he be excited? It's like, oh, you saw it as, like, more of, like, something to attain.
Yeah, and that's a lesson
what you get, bro.
Yeah, good lesson, bud. So she's, like, sort of not placated, but is, and then she leaves with her guards, and he notes the envy on the faces of her guards who would cut off one of their own limbs to get in her bed. And he knows they feel contempt for Therian and his rejection of her. Like those she's a sought after elemental thing.
I mean, she's a River Queen's daughter.
And she's
hot.
And she's like really sexy and beautiful.
Of course she is.
And they're like, fuck you, dude. She's got eyes for you and I love her.
Get over yourselves.
And Therian sighs after she finally leaves, like breathes like, oh, she's gone. Okay. And he leaves his head on the wave skimmer, just like really tired. There's a lot going on. And now he's dealing with this.
It's a lot.
Got himself into a pickle. So here we see
Because of his pickle.
Here we see a sort of role reversal of the princess in the tower. Though Therian did make all of these decisions that led him here, he isn't, to an extent, being held in this underwater castle awaiting the inevitable wedding and breeding. He's like trapped down here. And he thinks about how he will do everything he can to drag this Sophie investigation out as long as possible and even try to find a way out of this thing he's done
trapped
via the investigation, which is like, he understands that's kind of like a dark thing to be like, well, I'm going to use this like potential murder investigation to bargain my way out of this, but he's like, I have to get out of here.
But also, like, where are your merballs at, bro? I just feel like he wants an excuse, like he wants like a reason. He wants something to be like, well, I had to stay because of this. And there, honestly, it kind of makes me not want to fuck Therian.
Yeah, it's a little cowardly.
It is.
I think the only argument would be that the River Queen
trapped. Yeah, I mean, he is trapped.
Will like literally murder him.
Yeah. And, like, he has to go back in the river. So it's not like, oh, well, then just don't go down there. It's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. He has to go down there.
He's a prince.
So he's trapped.
He's trapped in a castle. We cut over to Hunt in this chapter, who has been forced, as we recall, to be Baxian's guide.
Yeah.
Like what's the
like a tour guide, like like in school, when you have to be matched up with someone older than you.
Yeah.
Shadow, when you would shadow them.
Yeah, shadow. And he has to show him. He's like really pissed about it, and he's been informed Baxian his project now. Hunt is even more irritated, showing Baxian the commons room in this part of the chapter. His teeth are gritted because they had almost hooked up in the alley very recently, and that's all he's thinking about.
Hunt and Bryce, that is. Because as you said it, I was like, Hunt and Baxian, where was that fucking story?
Gaga.
Uh-oh, send it over.
Yeah, sorry. Bryce and Hunt almost.
It's the B names.
I know, so many. They almost hooked up. That's all that's on Hunt's mind right now. He's trying to get through all the stuff he needs to do. He needs to show Baxine around, show him where the freaking microwave is, show him where the bathroom is. And he can't leave until he's like, basically seen everything so he doesn't get in trouble.
Oh my God, it's just like Clueless. I wanna be a supermodel.
Wait, is he gonna give Baxine a makeover?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's gonna be very Thai coded.
Oh my God.
And his hair will shine like the sea, or maybe
Oh
it's
my
Therian coded. I
God.
don't know.
You're a virgin who can't drive.
Oh my God, that's totally not Baxian or Hunt, but also we don't know if they can drive.
Baxine could be a virgin. We don't know.
You're right. He's just so old. I just feel like at that point,
Maybe he's
voyaging that long.
saving himself.
Yikes. For
Got a
what?
lot of buildup.
Ugh.
So Hunt is even more irritated because of this whole awaiting. Bryce is awaiting him, essentially. Baxine doesn't know about the tryst that's on Hunt's agenda. He does seem to be dragging out all of the explanations of what goes where in what rooms and where stuff is. Unclear why, but he seems to also not want Hunt to leave. Hunt keeps his mouth shut, knowing that if he starts an argument, it's only going to delay his activities with Bryce longer. They're going to get in trouble. He's going to go to the office.
And in his brain, it's just going, horny now, horny, I'm horny.
Yes.
That's all he can hear.
Baxine's like, do you know you're saying that out loud, bro?
Oh, God.
Baxine almost seems to be making small talk with Hunt, which is weird. It doesn't feel very supervillain of him, asking him about the beer selection and looking at takeout menus. Hunt's about to bail when Baxine asks him about the game console that's sitting in the commons room. Hunt explains that it's an OptiCube, obviously.
It's like, I can't believe you didn't even know that.
Yeah, embarrassed much?
Mansplain Adam Hunt.
When Baxine looks confused, Hunt realizes that he doesn't maybe even know what the gaming system is, and suddenly he has a little bit of sympathy coursing through him. He sees a guy who has been caught in the Middle Ages for centuries, who knows about technology. He's experienced it, but he doesn't at the same time. It's foreign to him. And he remembers his first time in Midgard and how he didn't know what a cell phone was and had to be explained to him.
Oh my God, it is. It's Clueless.
I mean, not Midgard, Lunathian.
Lunathian meets Encino Man. Also
Clueless
very,
means Encino, yeah.
yes, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, whoo. Brendan Fraser in that movie, that did a lot for me.
Yeah,
and
he's
Sean Astin, good Lord, in
Yeah.
one movie.
Pretty foxy.
Couldn't get enough.
All right, calm down. Pollock sneers into the room suddenly, dragging all of his manscaping accessories because he is moving into his new dorm room.
Aw, where are your parents? You have your extra long sheets? It's so weird that there's the extra long sheets only in dorms, but then you don't ever have it and ever need them at any other point in your life.
Are
What?
there extra long sheets?
I mean, at least at Florida State, you had to get twin XLs specifically to fit dorm room beds.
Why? I guess just to sell more products.
I think it is it's crazy. Man, capitalism's really good at it, huh?
They love coming up with dumb things you have to buy.
Good for them.
I guess.
I mean, I guess you can't beat it.
So he suddenly, it like kind of dawns on him that he's kind of, he's like me, kind of. So now Pollux is here. He's moving in, maybe with extra long sheets. We don't know. He watches Baxian, Hunt watches Baxian not really react to Pollux, sort of almost ignoring him, seemingly not thrilled to see him, which is interesting. to Hunt. As Baxian opens the door to his new room, which is also Justinian's old room, Hunt can't help but see just Justinian's tortured face on the crucifix, and panic floods through him anew.
Oh my God.
A little bit of a PTSD.
Yeah, of course. How is he not subjected to the horrible things he's seen in his brain all the time?
I think you get used to it.
it's just like, it's hard enough talking for a living and just remembering randomly when the lightning strikes of something like a joke not landing or something you maybe misspoke or something like that. But then it's like hundreds of years of torturing people. Oh, it's like, he's probably got a Xanny prescription.
I hate
long
when
as the day is long.
I hate when I hear anything I've done and then I think of a really funny bit to add to it after it's already like been put out, and then I feel really mad at myself. I'm like, wow, you have all of these comedians in your family and you can't even appear funny in the moment, you fucking bitch.
No, we're not talking about ourselves like that anymore.
All I'm
you
saying,
beautiful bitch. I think that's how we talk about ourselves.
all I'm saying is that I'm just like Hunt. And I've been through the same things.
You've been through the same things. Honestly, I'm glad. I was going to start comparing your background to his. Well, honestly, I think that's a thesis for a future show.
Okay, cool.
We need
can't
more.
wait for
Yeah,
it.
we need the receipts, you know?
So Baxine and Pollux retreat into their dorm rooms, the rooms that used to be Hunt's friends' rooms. And Hunt and Naomi, who is also there, Isaiah as well, comes, and they all just kind of come together in the room, exhaustively sigh, sit down, and have a little kiki. They're all very stressed about these newcomers. They're not pleased about it. And so they feel like they're having this talk because they feel kind of trapped. They touch on everything that has happened over the time period since the spring attack. And they ask Hunt, this is kind of the first time they've broached this, that was he really going to rebel? Because if you'll recall in the first book, he was on that boat.
Yeah, dude.
And it broke my heart.
Yeah, dude. The boat that killed us.
And yeah, and
I boat who killed me.
is that a reference to the Lindsay Lohan project from 2008?
Yeah. Yep,
Wow.
it is. And also, it doesn't make any sense.
No. In my mind, she's replaced by two boats playing the same boat.
Yes, that's great. It's like two mini yachts.
Yeah.
And they're smashing into each other. But then I think everybody would see it happen and be like, yeah, we all know who boat you.
Man, just no one wants to take our ideas, I guess.
I know.
Weird.
And it's like, man, we are slinging them nonstop over here.
So they ask him, was he really going to take that rebellion again? Was he going to do this again? And he told them he was not lying, that he had truly changed his mind by that point. And he still feels this way, that it wasn't right for him to try to rebel again. But I think it's more because he started to get horny for Bryce.
Yeah, and I think he started thinking about a future.
He did. That was more so
I think it's like for the first time ever he was allowed to start thinking about a future.
Yeah, he was horny for a future.
Yeah, Natalie.
Yeah, with his emotions. And so he had really changed his mind, but, he doesn't tell them about Sophie and Emil in this moment, but he's opening up to them, and he kind of secretly wishes this whole side plot would disappear because he feels guilty, kind of almost like he's betraying his friends again, putting them at risk again.
Yeah.
As they wrap up their conversation, Isaiah mentions he also is moving out of the Ox, and Celestina has given them the option to, unlike Micah, who made them all live there. Hunt's happy for him, but his thoughts are now spiraling, so he's having this kind of casual conversation, but inside he doesn't like lying to his friends, and he knows that everything is about to come crashing down on nothing and it's fucked, and he's sort of like going, ah, but in the forefront he's going like, wow, cool, that's awesome, man, congratulations. And in the back of his brain he's like, fuck.
Yeah, no, just thinking of everything falling down around him. And yeah, of course, it's the PTSD. Once you get trapped in that, the spiral in your brain, you can't get out of it.
That scene in The Craft whenever
I bind you, Natalie.
No, the Frizza bulk gets thrown into the glass, and then the glass shatters down, and it's her mind breaking.
Whoa. Hell yeah.
I forget what her character's name is.
Nancy.
Nancy.
Man, her eyes, her fucking crazy batshit eyes.
I always wanted them so bad as a kid.
It's her fault, all of the crazy women I've slept with. It's her fault. It's the eyes. I love it when I'm like, ooh, you look like, ooh, you don't know how to control the things you say.
You don't even exist to me.
That's awesome. God, The Craft is so good.
I love The Craft forever. So let's see. Let's go watch The Craft.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Dressed like this, though, I'd like to maintain.
It fits.
I think I'm going to start wearing this wig all the time.
It's
I
very
think
cute.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
So he's having this big spiral. They can see he's distressed, even though he's trying to hide it, and ask if he's okay. He's like, "Are you okay, buddy?" He's like, "Yeah."
He's just actively like sweating bullets. He's like, "Yeah, man, yeah. Oh, of course. No, I'm all good." But like, how do you hide that from I feel like the wings would give it away. Like, don't you think they would fluff up a little bit, the more upset he would get? Do you think that the wings ever give it away?
Yeah, I could see that happening.
I feel like if he's not able to control it, in a situation like this, because he's in front of his friends, it's not like he's in the middle of a professional
they
torture or
sensed it.
something.
I mean, yeah, they sensed it. It's later that evening, and Bryce and Hunt are lying in her bed pretty awkwardly. We're with Bryce's POV at this point, and she's recalling how earlier in the evening she was left alone to have dinner with Ethan, and how he was pensive and didn't seem to want to talk about anything that had happened that day. Of course, he had just broken her table, and he pulled an Ethan, but they found these papers, so it's almost as though Erd was calling him to be a dork.
Whoa. Yeah, he's at least saying that it's Erd. Yeah, not me and my boy wolf choices.
No. So
although he did jump up on it like he was Bruce Springsteen playing guitar and jumping up onto the piano. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying, I know that you're not into him.
We're with Bryce now, and she's recalling how earlier in the evening she was left with Ethan. She is now laying with Hunt. The whole evening's been awkward. So she kind of just went over through Danica's papers again because Ethan wasn't speaking with her at dinner. And so now she's way out of the mood because she's deeply saddened and confused by finding Danica's stuff in the middle of her table for some reason. And so as she had been going through that, now she's they're laying in bed together and she's not feeling super horned up because of everything.
What? Are there a couple of things going on?
Yeah. So they're in the dark in bed, just sort of both laying awake. Syrinx is snoring between them, acting as a modesty pillow. Apparently that's a bundling pillow traditionally. I know that from Deadwood for whatever reason. Not important. They're talking quietly in the dark, discussing Bryce's decision to help Cormac and how she wants to find any info she can on Danica. Bryce tells him she can't do this without him. Hunt, likely showing his trepidation, assures her that he wants to help her, but he's struggling with the fear of something happening to her. He's telling her the truth. He knows that she needs him and he wants to do this, but he's in full panic mode right now. And she's not angry with him, but he does tell her he will help her, but they need to come up with a solid exit plan. Promise me this much, Bryce.
And how are they going to do that? Yeah, how are you going to do that, guys?
She agrees, but she says, I don't want to plan this right now in the middle of the night.
Right before you go to sleep?
Yeah. She turns towards him and finds him watching her on his side, his chin propped up in his hand. She gets butterflies, tells him to stop being so attractive. Hunt smiles, pleased with himself, but then admits he feels weird hooking up with Ethan in the other room.
Which is actually really sweet, but I do feel like if I was that horny, I've
certainly done that many a time.
I don't care.
You have a lot of times you have a lot of roommates. What are you going to do?
Yeah, but also we never had roommates with extra sensitive hearing, though.
That we know of.
I mean, at least nobody came complaining to me.
There were some people I live with in Brooklyn who looked like they were maybe some kind of street creature. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Could have been a wolf.
Ooh, Natalie. Or a vampire.
They could have been vampires. Not the sexy kind, but kind of the you're
kind.
From some sort of sub basement that you've arisen from.
Yeah. Yeah, keep talking. Yeah.
I know that's your type.
Yeah.
So
Dusty.
Yeah, some of those apartments were pretty fucking gross.
I love a creaky, crusty crevice.
Oh, I have so many I could introduce you from my past.
Wow.
So, methinks they're both stalling on this a little bit, I'll say. I think they're both scared how much the act of sex will shift their feelings.
Yes.
And how much it will take their focus away from all of these other things going on.
Yes.
This is a big deal to them. Bryce can tell he is not protesting that much about hooking up when she smells his scent shift.
Uh-oh.
She tells him if he's so bothered by having Ethan in the room over to just be quiet. They could probably still, you know. He sighs and he tells her, I have to be honest with you, babe. It's been a while since I've been with someone.
Babe, it's okay. It's okay if I touch it and it explodes. Don't you kind of like it with the wig on, though?
Yeah, it's cute.
I touch it and then it'll explode.
You don't understand what coming is.
Yeah, that's like, I feel like that's
my favorite when it's like kind of a baby.
Yeah, I just feel like it's like, it's a new seduction that I'm working on. What's a button? How do I take the pants off?
Ew.
It's because I'm an alien, Natalie.
She's not a baby. She's just
I'm an
dumb.
alien. I'm like a backseat. It's like, I'm just like living in a different time, okay?
She's like, technically, I think she's like 4,000 years old, but she's an alien.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I've tried a lot of things. I just don't know how you do it on Earth.
It's kind of like Earth girls are easy.
Yeah.
But like the reverse gender version.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody remembers that movie, but it is amazing. And
does it hold up? When was the last time you watched it? Is it
not
one of
that
those?
long ago?
Okay, so it does.
It's insane. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. Yeah, I remember. I haven't seen it in, I think, 30 years.
It's pretty great. There's songs in the middle of it for
Whoa,
some reason.
Okay, I'll give it another watch.
Oh, man, it's good. Okay, so, yeah, now you're making me think of Earth Girls Are Easy with your
I'll
outfit.
watch it.
So, yeah, he tells her he hasn't been with somebody in a while. They go into this sort of flirtatious discussion, and Bryce thinks about how this is the longest she's gone without sex since she was 17. She's not counting the couch session she had with Hunt as sex, which is fair since he was like bleeding out and barely conscious for it.
Yeah, I don't know if that one counts.
Yeah. But she basically is saying this is the longest since she lost her virginity. Or I actually really love that SJM doesn't use the word virginity because that's sort of just like not a real thing. But since her first time,
yes,
is what she says in the book. But so she's gone a minute without having sex, and she's like, okay, well, he's saying the same thing. She asks how long it's been for him, even while feeling a stabbing sort of jealousy at him ever having wanted anyone else, which is so relatable. Like, I feel like I'm mature about people having like, I don't want somebody to have never had a partner before me, but like in those moments, you're like, oh yeah, you thought she was pretty, huh?
Especially when you're laying throbbing next to each other and you haven't gone all the way yet. I mean, it's like, you don't want to be thinking about them banging somebody else, but you also like want to know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hunt reveals it's been 6 whole months.
Oh my God. How can he handle himself?
I mean, 6 months is tough.
I will say, I don't know if I've gone 6 months. I think since my first, well, originally, I guess. Yeah. Up top, there was quite a few. There was times in between
phases, but there was a point when because I was single for like 6 or 7 years in my adult life in the middle. And there were a couple times where I didn't have sex for maybe that long. And I thought and then I would make very bad decisions.
Of course you do, because you kind of go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I made some choices.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's a little shocked. She was going to guess he was going to say it's been like years and years, especially because he's very old.
So old. I love that it's only been 6 months.
But honestly, to me, it would have been a lot weirder if he was like, I haven't had sex since Shahar. I'd be like, ugh.
Because then it's like, well, then I don't know if I can be the next one.
Yeah. I'd be like,
that's a lot of
dude.
pressure.
I feel like you need to like go have some nameless sex with people or something for a minute.
I guess.
But he didn't do that. He reminds her he was not celibate after Shahar. So who was the lucky lady then?
Or male, she supposed. She'd assumed he preferred females, but it was entirely possible he also...
A nymph at a bar. She was from out of town and didn't recognize me.
Bryce's fingers curled, as if invisible claws appeared at their tips.
Nymph, huh?
But also do love it that it's like anger, fingers curled. Horny, toes curled. So that's how you know, always look to the extremities. Look to the phalanges.
Look
See how they crimp.
Look to the digits. Are they straight or are they curly? Bryce has a mini mental spiral in that moment, wondering if Hunt preferred the wayfish form of the nymph. So, like the body type that she, quote, should have had for ballet. Very relatable also. Oh, am I too much for you?
Am I too, like, fucking hot as shit and curvy as fuck?
Yeah. But especially growing up in becoming a young adult in the 2000s.
And in ballet, I mean, always being told that, like, your curves are wrong,
and
your body is wrong.
I was never skinny enough for runway. They'd always tell me that.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean, just in the culture, I mean, diet culture in the 2000s was fucked up. And like,
what do you mean? Have a snack wells.
Oh yeah, just the chemical combination.
Have a chemical diet cookie, you'll be fine, man. We used to eat them by the hoardful.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of snack wells. Those devil's food ones.
Oh, those devil's food ones, which I don't know what they tasted like, but we ate a lot of them.
There was not real food in them, that's for sure.
No, I guess it was made by the devil.
The devil would allow you to have sugar and
I know,
and
that's
flour.
the thing. The devil wouldn't do that to you.
No, very, very much. So Bryce has this many breakdown, thinking like, oh God, he loves like a very skinny wayfish woman, which is also fine if you're a skinny wayfish woman.
But of course you're comparing. I mean, it's all the feelings.
She thinks about Sandriel, the twin to his former lover, and how she's so slender. Because she never saw Shahar. She doesn't look up pictures of her because she doesn't want to know. But she knows that she looks like Sandriel. And Sandriel was like, lean little waif.
Bryce added, if only because she wanted him to feel a shred of the misery that now coursed through her.
Lion shifter. In the bathroom at the White Raven.
Girl, okay. You're just like, yeah, me too. Yeah, well, I fuck.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
And mine was like a little bit closer than yours was.
Yeah, and it was like crass. Like, it was just like crazy how
so
crazy
wild.
I am.
She's pleased to hear the sharpness in Hunt's voice, as though he was green with envy that she had had sex with someone while they knew each other. No matter that he acted like he hated her at the time, because as she says this, he asks, you mean like right before when we were there? And she's like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Still had his juices on me.
So she begins to torture him by explaining that she sometimes likes males to take charge in certain circumstances.
Interesting.
Despite hating alpha holes, which I think you know where this is going.
Yeah.
I think you might be hearing a little bit of this very long, I think 6-page scene that's about to take place.
Yeah. You're going to hear, maybe not from the people you want it to be from. But
or maybe it will. Who knows? I'm not trying to judge.
I don't know what you're into.
After their engagement, which is 1/2 a cock block, according to our research suggests.
Thank you,
and
Jess.
I agree.
It is half a cock block, though, for sure.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like kind of a whole of a cock block, because I do feel like Hunt is the kind of partner that relishes in making somebody else come.
For sure, but
I would assume.
I think he enjoyed himself.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it wasn't looking a gift dick in the mouth, because it was busy spewing.
Oh, he was looking at it in the mouth.
Oh, he was in.
All right. We all understand what an oral sex job is, right?
Oh, Natalie, explain it to me. Natalie, be the alpha hole I know you to be. Mansplain it to me, Natalie.
What about oral sex?
Where does it go? What do they do?
Any hole, really.
Okay, good to know. This is good to know.
Yeah. They have both exhausted themselves and gone to sleep after this interaction. They get interrupted by the wolf boy. They Bryce basically cuts it off. Hunt is like, what? His mind is blown to smithereens. And then they both go to sleep. And we're with that later on in the night, we're with Hunt's thoughts. He seems to either be lucid dreaming or is being visited by 3 ghosts.
Ooh,
I brought it back to Muppet Christmas Carol. Not really. He's not being visited by 3 ghosts, but he is being visited by something or someone.
Okay.
He's in a room. He's like, this is not a normal dream. And he finds himself in a folding chair. It's in a darkened room. There's no other indicators of where he might be, but he's on a chair, and there's sounds of leathery rustling. He can't move, unfortunately. The only mobility he seems to have is in his neck, which is a bunch of different like sleeping paranoia like fears, like what's it called?
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis.
Oh yeah,
lucid
man.
dreaming.
Ooh, it's scary. It is scary.
Have you ever had it?
Yeah, you can't move your
God.
body.
Ugh.
I've never seen like the man with the hat or anything like that, but I've experienced sleep paralysis twice, and I just woke up and couldn't move. Like, I just couldn't move my whole body, and was and I just felt like someone was watching me. Like, it just felt like I
Ew.
was in danger.
Was it me in this costume?
Yeah, it was. It was like, Natalie, get the fuck out of my room.
Oh, but I'm a
I was like, no, you're not. Unless you're giving me a bunch of mushrooms or whatever it is that you're on, get the hell out of here.
It's just regular mushrooms to put on pizza.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm down with that.
Hell yeah.
I'm a fun guy.
Hey, all right.
Everybody loves that joke.
Oh, because fun guy.
Mushroom.
Oh, yeah. So he's sleep paralyzed in this chair. And there is a voice that tells him that a greater warrior would have already figured out how to free himself by now. So he is stuck in this place and he's kind of like, what the fuck is that? What's going on? And there's just this voice taunting him. This voice telling him that a greater warrior would have freed himself by now has a double meaning, as we will learn throughout the book. The voice calls him Orion. So this voice knows who he is, but Hunt corrects this being, I'm Hunt. The being seems intrigued by the nickname because, of course, he goes, because Orion is a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt asks again who this being is. Who are you? The only thing that it says to him is that people don't speak his name on Hunt's planet.
Hunt stilled. There was only one being whose name was not uttered in Midgard. The Prince of the Pit, Apollyon.
I just realized that I have been saying his name wrong this whole time. I've been calling the Prince of the Pit Apollonian. I've never noticed it until now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I see. I understand. But I understand why your brain would do that, though.
Apollyon?
Apollyon? I couldn't remember if it was Apollyon or Apollyon.
Apollyon? Hunt's, whatever. I don't know. Hunt's panic thoughts. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I don't
and
know.
you guys don't know either, all right? He's from the
It's
book, so
made
we're all
up.
making it up.
Hunt's panic thoughts seem to be heard by Apollyon.
Yes, good, yes.
I guess it's like Napoleon, but with an A. Apollyon.
Yeah, but he's bigger. And he's under the sea. But he's under the earth, I guess.
He's not under the earth.
He's like around.
Hell is not under.
It's under and it's in and it's on.
Technically, we don't know if he's short. He could be.
Yeah, who
Napoleon.
knows? I feel like if you can be anything, then, you
Yeah.
get to try it all.
Try it out. He quickly clarifies to Hunt that he is not inside of Hunt's heads, but he is somehow reading, I guess, Hunt's thoughts in this moment. His thoughts are being transmitted, according to Apollyon, almost like radio waves to him, which doesn't seem a whole lot better than being inside of his head. It's kind of, he's still in his head.
Yeah, either way, it would freak me the hell out.
Yeah, he tries to gather himself and ask why he was brought here by Apollyon, even as he realizes this creature is powerful enough that he killed one of the Asteri, so he's a little freaked out. Apollyon tells Hunt that he brought him here to, quote, check on his progress. What the F could that possibly mean? We don't know.
Oh my God, just be straight up with me.
No, another Riddler.
Good.
Angered, Hunt basically tells him to stop being a Riddler, but a Riddler can't cease. And in the gist of their conversation...
Riddle don't diddle, you know what I mean?
I hope not. What is a Riddler if not riddling? That's a riddle for you.
Oh!
The gist of their conversation is that Apollyon is telling Hunt that he and Bryce have powers that they're not using, that they have some mysterious connection to hell, it seems, or some greater connection to the universe.
I need more than that.
I mean, that's pretty sick. And I'd be like, yeah, I figured I was pretty special. I've always known I was special, but what do you mean exactly? And Apollyon tells him he can sense war is on the horizon and that the Northern Rift will open once again. The Northern Rift, as a reminder, is this great tear in the space-time continuum at their version of the North Pole on Midgard.
I don't think they want it to open.
No. Hunt takes this, in fact, as a threat and tells Apollyon that he's not going to submit to hell, nor will Midgard. He takes this all as like Apollyon saying, we're coming to get ya. But it doesn't feel exactly like a threat since he seems to be encouraging Hunt to access this mysterious well of power, though Hunt doesn't seem to know what he's talking about. But it's almost as though Apollyon's encouraging him
to go
positively.
Figure it out.
Hunt shoots awake and is on high alert in his instincts in fight or flight, realizing that all is seemingly well in the bedroom. Like he woke up from this jolting dream. He goes to grab for his knife, and then he realizes Bryce and Syrinx are fast asleep next to him. He watches Bryce sleep and thinks about what just happened, rattled. Not able to make sense of this visit, he simply pulls Bryce in closer to him, wishing he could protect her from whatever was about to rain down upon them all. And we're going to end here because you guys are going to be tickled by the voices.
Ivories?
Is that teeth?
Yeah, I think it's their teeth. Yeah, I guess you get tickled by their ivories then. Good luck, I guess. I think it'll be good for you.
Chitter and chatter all across your skin. Oh, God. This is getting
Chitter and chatter.
This is making things a lot worse. All right, we should just go.
We gotta get out of here.
Okay, we go.
And now, introducing Dudes Grappling with Erotica, featuring Marcus Parks and Henry Zabrowski.
All right, Quinlan.
He said against her skin.
I'm thoroughly jealous.
She chuckled. So am I. He kissed the inside of her wrist, lips grazing over sensitive flesh.
Before we went off on this stupid tangent, I was trying to warn you that it's been a while, so I might...
Be fast?
He nipped at her wrist. Be loud, asshole.
She laughed, running her fingers over his smooth, unmarked brow. I could gag you.
Hunt barked out a laugh. Please tell me you're not into that.
She let out a
For real?
He sat up slowly.
She laid back against the pillows, arms behind her head.
I'll try anything once.
A muscle throbbed in his neck. All right, let's start with the basics. That gets boring, I promise to find ways to keep you interested.
That doesn't get rid of the problem of Ethan's keen hearing. He shifted against the bed, and Bryce found the blatant evidence of his interest pushing against his tight boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Solace, he was huge.
She laughed softly, sitting up as well.
It really has been a while. He trembled, though, with restraint.
Tell me yes, Bryce.
She went molten at the raw need in his words. I want to touch you first.
That's not a yes.
I want your yes.
Yes. Fuck yes. Now your turn.
She only smirked, pressing a surprisingly steady hand to his bare, muscled chest.
He allowed her to push him back against the pillows.
I'll say yes when I've had my fill.
Hunt let out a low, rough noise.
Not too late for a gag.
Oh my God.
Bryce murmured, pressing a kiss to his chest.
Hunt was going to burst out of his skin. He couldn't stand it. The sight of Bryce now straddling his thighs, wearing nothing but an old soft t-shirt, the silken glide of her hair over his bare chest as she pressed a kiss between his pecs.
Pressed another near his nipple.
Thank you.
There was another person in this apartment, one with exceptional hearing, and he...
Bryce's lips close around his left nipple, wet heat sending Hunt's lips straining towards hers.
She flicked her tongue across the taut bud, and Hunt hissed.
For fuck's sake!
She laughed around his nipple, then moved to the other. Your chest is as big as mine, she muttered.
Whatever.
You got big tits for a man.
I have man tits, a big man breast. That's the least sexy thing anyone has ever said to me.
He managed to say.
She dug her long nails into his chest, the pain a light, singeing kiss. His cock throbbed in response. God spare him, he wouldn't last a minute.
Bryce kissed his right ribs, ran her tongue along the muscles there. How do you get these stupid muscles anyway?
Exercise. Why was she talking? Why was he talking? His hand shook, and he fisted them in the sheets.
Syrinx had leapt off the bed, trotting to the bathroom and kicking the door shut with a hind leg. Smart chimera. Her tongue teased over his left ribs, trailing downward as her fingers traced lines along his chest, his stomach.
She kissed his belly button, and her head hovered mere inches from the edge of his boxer briefs. So close, he was about to erupt at the sight of it.